Hi guys, my name is Bex and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing the Totally Didn't book tag. I'm going to be doing the Totally Didn't book tag, and I was tagged by Jade from Jade Jadeyraereads, and I just love her. So if you do not know Jade and are not following her already, her links are down below. Go check her out. She is fantastic. I think I was tagged a while ago. I'm not really sure when I was tagged. I've got about 11 tags I'm behind on, so this one's going to be the first one that I'm just going to crack on with, and let's get started. The first question is, totally didn't need a sequel. And for this one I've chosen The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Holy shit, it didn't need any sequels. This book was freaking fantastic, but when we get on to the second book, which is The Infinite Sea, and the third book, which is The Last Star, it's just really unnecessary. They should have stopped with a good book that they had, but they didn't, so what can you do? The second question is, totally didn't need to have more than one point of view, and this one's gonna kinda contradict the first book that I've just shown you, because it's The Infinite Sea. This book had so many different point of views, but they didn't tell you whose point of view you're in. So when I was reading it, I was very, very confused at what the fuck was going on. So basically, this one didn't need multiple points of view. Question 3 is, totally didn't need to cover change art during the middle of the series. And I have multiple books for this one. The first book, of course, is Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. This is the hardcover edition, so this is the American edition. However, they replaced this beautiful cover with one that isn't so beautiful, which I will leave here for you to look at for a little bit. It totally didn't need the cover change. The first book cover was beautiful. Next one, The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This is fantastic. Second book and third book all were made in this amazing hardcover, and now they've changed to this. Why? 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 And the last one that totally didn't need a cover change is a bit of a controversial one, and I apologise in advance, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. Now I understand, first of all, I understand why there was a cover change, that the author really pushed for diversity in the cover. That's awesome, and I'm so glad that she got away. However, this is fantastic, and the second book especially is really beautiful, and I felt like the covers of the new ones were really underdone. They looked really, I don't know, cheap in my opinion. But however, I'm really excited that the people of colour were put on the cover, and that is awesome, but I just prefer these ones better. Number 4 is totally didn't need to have a love triangle. And for this one I'm going to go with The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. Specifically, I don't think it's in this book, but definitely the next ones, there becomes a severe love triangle. It's just unnecessary. We all know Jace's perfection. Number 5 is totally didn't need this book included in the series, and for this one I'm going to go with Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. I really loved Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This is book 2 in this series. This book really went nowhere. I felt like it did not get anywhere. It was just a waste of time, and it was just like adding little extra people, but then we ended up in the same place we were in the first place. So really confused at why this book was necessary, and I have not continued on with Library of Souls yet, so we'll see. Number 6 is totally didn't need a cliffhanger, and for this one I'm gonna go with A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I just did not like where this ended, and it made you really concerned about what happens in A Conjuring of Light. But I haven't got to A Conjuring of Light, so I'm sitting here on this cliffhanger going, what the heck? Now, keep in mind, I actually don't like cliffhangers at all. I think they're unnecessary and they make me nervous. So if I know a book has a cliffhanger, I usually don't read the book until all the books are out. And I know Conjuring of Light is out, but it's really big and I just don't have time at the moment. But yes, this didn't need a cliffhanger. They could have ended us happy, but they didn't. Why, Victoria? Why? Number 7 is totally didn't need just one point of view, and for this one I'm going with Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas, and because I would really have liked Rhysand's point of view more. Like, we got a little bit of Rhysand's point of view in here, but not enough to keep me happy, to be honest. New book in the series comes out in May, and it's narrated by Rhysand and Feyre, so really excited. Hopefully I get more of his point of view, but this could have done with his point of view. We all wanted it, let's be honest. Number 8 is totally didn't need that much hype, and for this I'm going with The Call by Peter O'Gullen, I believe his name is. Now this was completely hyped up. This was the Booksplosion book of the month, and everybody freaking loved it. I did not like it at all. It was just really underdone for me and really strange, and I just didn't care. And I'm disappointed because I wanted to love it. Number 9 is totally didn't need a relative book reference, and that is like fans that like the Hunger Games will like Divergent. And this one, I'm gonna go with Red Rising. Now on the front this says Ender, Katniss, and now Darrow. And on the back it also has got a story of vengeance, welfare, and the quest for power, reminiscent of the Hunger Games and Game of Thrones. This is nothing like the Hunger Games. Yes, it's dystopian. I got essences of a lot of books in this one, but it is not reminiscent at all of the Hunger Games. I found the writing more brutal. I'm not saying the world's more brutal, but it was just a completely different book. Just because you like the Hunger Games doesn't mean you're gonna like this. Although I liked this, so I definitely recommend it. And the last question is totally didn't deserve my time, and for that I'm going with the Maximum Ride mangas by James Patterson. God, I didn't like these. I read up to number 5. Yeah, they did get better, but I just have zero feelings for any of the characters. I did not connect with them, and it was a waste of my time. So that is all from me today. That was the Totally Didn't book tag, and I'm sure people will not like some of my opinions, and that is fine. You're entitled to yours too. Thank you again to the lovely Jade from Jadeyraereads for tagging me. I really enjoyed picking out the books for this book tag, and I hope you enjoyed my answers. Hopefully they weren't too unpopular. That's all from me today, guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more and have not already, and chat to me down in the comments and let me know which book totally didn't deserve your time. That's all from me today, guys. I will chat to you really soon in a new video. Bye!